France has fallen, and the U-boat happy times have now begun thanks to the newly acquired French ports like La Rochelle. With these ports, German U-boats are now able to strike out further and more effectively into the Atlantic convoy routes. U-137 is one of these boats, a Type 2D U-boat departing La Rochelle to patrol the North Atlantic in search of loan shipping and convoys. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to U-Boat. This is the full release of U-Boat. At long last, it has finally happened. This game has finally fully released out of early access, and my goodness, it has been quite the journey. The game has improved significantly since it first launched into early access, and I am very excited about the future of U-Boat, especially when it comes to mods. Modders are already working diligently to update their mods and create new ones for the full release of this game, turning U-Boat into a more immersive and realistic experience. As it stands right now, I have no mods currently enabled. We are just running stock U-Boat, but rest assured, I will be playing with mods in the future and showing them off as they are updated and implemented into this latest build. Since the game has updated and fully released, unfortunately, all my previous saves with the older build are no longer compatible with this new version, so as a result, we are taking out a brand new boat. U-137, a Type 2D U-boat, which was also recently added to the game. The Type 2D is the Type 2A's fatter, stubbier cousin. It is a nice looking boat and is very similar to the Type 2A. It is just a little thicker, has better range, can dive slightly deeper. Speed and armament are essentially the same though, so we are going to have some trouble intercepting fast moving targets. Speaking of armament, we only have 3 torpedo tubes like the Type 2A, and we also have 2 fish in reserves here. Looking at the torpedo situation, it looks like we have 2 G7A torpedoes and then 3 G7E torpedoes. Only 1 G7E is loaded into Tube 3 right now. The other 2 are in reserves. The interior is more or less the same to the Type 2A. We are currently making 9 knots and moving quickly to intercept a potential convoy. We go to our journal here, we can see we've received some radio reports of a convoy. Major British military political figures on board the Isles corvette heading towards Portsmouth Port. The ship is part of a convoy moving at a speed of 9 knots. They're heading through BE at 935, course of 244 degrees. But we have an update. They've changed course. They're in 954, heading 063 degrees. I'm not sure we'll actually try to torpedo that corvette. We may just go for freighters depending on how the situation goes here. But we will see if we will be able to intercept. I'm hoping we can get in front of the convoy and pretty much just sail right down along their path, running into the forward elements of the convoy. We shall see though if that happens. The weather is pretty darn clear. It's currently 1300 hours. It probably will be nighttime by the time we intercept, which will be in our favor. One nice thing about the Type 2D is we do have an Uzo that can be slaved to the TDC. Speaking of the TDC, I did want to mention that I do have a tutorial in the works. The first tutorial will be going over the C-37 TDC, which is the TDC used in the Type 2 U-boats. It's quite a bit more rudimentary than the TDC used in the Type 7s. That being said, it should be out soon. I wanted to wait until the full release of U-Boat before I finished the tutorials, just to make sure nothing was going to change. Alright folks, we are going to continue to chase down this convoy. I'll let you all know whenever I have something to report. It is 0500 hours and we have something to report. We haven't received a radio report on the convoy we were initially tracking. However, we do have new radio contacts here. There's active radio transmissions right in front of us. They are closing, heading directly east. As a result, I think I am going to move to intercept this. It is raining, it is horrible, it is dark. We may attempt a surface attack, but we will see, depending on how the lighting conditions improve here. This weather is advantageous for us though, and is perfect weather to attack in. But you can see these radio signals are coming just straight in front of us. I'm gonna keep my radio man on station for the time being as we move in. Hopefully the weather continues to be poor. Also looking at this, we have some water in the bilge thanks to the weather. So let's turn on the pump and continue to move on in here. Yeah, unfortunately, we've had no report. I suppose this could be the same convoy if they are zigzagging around. Hard to tell though, hard to tell. If we look at the report, go to the journal here and see mission. No, this is the last report. We got it on July 14th at 1300 hours. That's not the one I wanted to look at. Activity, no, reports. Okay, convoy in square BE 913 pursuing 13 merchant ships, 8 escorts, eastern course. So there already is a U-boat. U-48, the famous U-48, is currently tracking this convoy, and maybe we could get a wolf pack going. That sounds fun. Yeah, I'm absolutely more interested in pursuing this convoy. Let's go to the bridge, and you can see the weather's already improving. It's quite bright out. Let's take a look in front of us. Any smoke on the horizon? No. Oh, I thought I saw something out there. Negative. No smoke on the horizon. It is quite foggy. Visibility is poor. Again, all good for us. We're going to maintain the torpedoes here in a little bit as we get a little bit closer. Well, folks, it's happened. We have smoke on the horizon. Let's go to the Ouzo and take a look. We got big smoke plume over there, off to 030. If we scan left, more smoke way out there. And yeah, more smudges out there on the horizon. There's a big one there right in front of us, right off the bow. Yeah, it looks like a very large convoy indeed. It's times like this you wish you were in a Type 7 with 5 torpedo tubes and 14 torpedoes, but unfortunately, we will have to make do with what we have. We are going to continue to close on the surface. I would like you, time to wake up, buddy. Go ahead and start maintaining those torpedoes. You should be able to do that pretty quickly. And I'll wait till we have visual contact. We'll shoot off a message to BDU once we have encountered the enemy. Okay, I want you to please maintain all of the eels. Please and thank you. And maintain tube 3, please. Okay, let's take a look out here. Oh boy, we're drowning. Okay, convoy spotted. There we go. Merchants. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Merchants as far as the eyes can see. More merchants there. Okay. Where are the destroyers? I only see merchant ships. Oh, there's no way. Yeah, there she is. There's a corvette. The radio message to BDU is almost sent. There it is. It has been sent. Okay, dive to periscope depth now, please. Quickly, before we get a little too close. Let's see, depth under keel, please. I'm sure we're good. We're pretty far into the Bay of Biscay. It should be nice and deep here. Let's see, 150 meters, more than enough. More than enough to work with. And down we go. Diving pretty darn quickly here. Like to see it. Perfect. Doesn't look like the convoy zigzagging, which is also good. Rig for blue. Also, rig for silent running, please. Okay, now close all the bulkheads. Get ready. I'll unassign some sailors here. I want you, my friend, get on the TDC. And what can you do? Yeah, depth keeping, please. Good, good, good. Wow. Massive convoy. Massive indeed. I'm going to reduce our speed just a little bit. How far generally are they from us? Oh, 6 kilometers, 4 kilometers away from that warship. That is the biggest fear. We want to get in the middle here, like right about here, and we are going to cause all sorts of problems for the enemy. Let's take a look through the periscope. And can I zoom in, please? Different reticle. Okay, I guess I'm only getting this one. There we go. That's what I wanted. Up scope. Waves are quite choppy. They are going to wash over the scope quite a bit. All right, center it. Look in front of us. Nothing out there. They should be off to the right. Yeah, there they are. Okay, there's a Corvette off to 030. And I'm trying to think if in any of the radio messages we were told a speed. We may have been told 9 knots. I'll have to check. Yeah, that's the Corvette. We want to get past her. Then we're good to go. Okay, let me check the radio messages real fast. Okay, convoy spotted. 9 knots. That's the old one. Report spent by U-48. 8 escorts. Yeah, they do not have a speed. We are going to have to establish speed. It's good to know. It's a big convoy, so they can't be moving too quickly, I wouldn't think. We're laying nice and low down here. We've just received a radio message, radio transmissions from the Escapade. Okay, get into the radio room. I want you to... Can you decode that? I guess not. What is he doing? I think he's actually working on that right now. I'd like to know what's going on. Message received. Let's see. Message seems to be encrypted with a foreign cipher. I can't decipher it. Okay, got it. All right. Fine. That's okay. Go back to the hydrophones, please. And let's assign an additional sailor just to make things easier. The crew may start getting overworked. Neglected food prep. Well, I'm sorry. We have bigger, you know, issues at hand than food prep. Are you scanning on the hydrophone, or are we not picking anything up right now? They're all kind of out there. Let's continue to move in. Let's take a look through the scope. Oh, yes. Keep coming this way. The Corvette is changing course. Propellers detected. More propellers. What's going on over here? Yeah, the warship, they may be pursuing. They're all zigzagging. I wonder if that other U-boat has engaged. SS Finnmark sunk. Something was sunk. There's another U-boat out here doing stuff. Oh, that's amazing. That's U-48. Okay, the Corvettes are peeling off to pursue that. Fire on board. Where is this happening? There's a destroyer in the middle. I'm not seeing this fire. It must be in the back of the convoy. I mean, there's a big smoke plume back there. It's possible that's where that's coming from. Oh, yes. The fact that all of these other merchant ships are being drawn away, or all these warships, excuse me, are being drawn away is fantastic news. That gives us a good opportunity to engage, and the convoy has no idea we are here. I wonder where that fire is, though. Can't see anything. Well, Godspeed, U-48. Hopefully they can escape all these warships that are heading their way. Should be, yeah, look, there's a ship sunk. Yeah, it is in the back of the convoy. Everyone's scattering, which is going to make things difficult. Propellers detected. I could try to surface. Oh, yeah, look at all these ships zigzagging. I'm guessing the U-boat's down here somewhere, considering all of the warships are converging on that position. Depth charges far away. Well, yeah, they're dropping all their depth charges down there. Fascinating. Okay. Well, we are going to... Let's increase our speed a little bit here. And let's take a look at the ship right in front of us. Yeah, you are a good candidate. Indeed. Let's lock onto you. And identify her. It might actually be an Empire Tower here. Mast, funnel, mast, mast. We have a big king post there on the rear. I think that is her. Her length is 112 meters. We are going to wait for her bow to cross 0 degrees, and we will establish her speed. 5,000 tonner, not too shabby. Length 112, got it. Okay. So we really just need to wait. I am so curious as to what is going on On the far side of the look at those destroyers. Oof, that's scary. That is scary. Alright. Well, hopefully U-48 continues to evade. She is a Type 7, so that's nice for her. The target ship is about to cross the 0-degree wire. We are moving quickly. I'm trying to close the gap because she is zigzagging around, which makes it a harder shot, that's for sure. Her angle on bow is looking good. I think she is swinging back to port now as we speak. Let's line up the wire with 0 degrees. There we go, looking good. We already have established a target length is 112 meters. 112 meters, good to know. Okay. Gonna wait, and yeah, we can see she is swinging to port now. We'll probably wait for her to steady up and start slowly turning the other way, and that's when we will fire our eel. Let's make sure, maintain these torpedoes. I gotta make sure they're constantly maintained. I do not want... Okay, stop this. Start. Oh, okay, let's reset. Here, that's fine. And start. There we go. Slightly off, but that's okay. We just got to get a rough estimate here. It does not have to be completely perfect, especially at this range. The Empire Robin. Empire Robin. Okay. Time is almost up. We got 32 seconds. Okay, so 112 divided by 32. And we are going to multiply that by 2. We get 7 knots. The target's moving 7 knots. Got it. Okay. Come left, 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 left.
Kurs.
Come left.
5 Grad.
Go to the TDC. All right, let's plug that in. First things first, make sure this is set to 30 knots. And we are going to plug in 7 knots. Okay, convoy's moving 7 knots. AOB 80 degrees to port. Range the target 1 kilometer thereabouts. Go to the fire control boxes. Transmitting through the periscope. Gyro angle, receiver, bow, launch mode, tube 1, salvo off, active launch lever, bridge. Go to the torpedo launchers. We are actually going to, let's set up tube 2. I want tube 2 to fire. Tube 2. Okay. And we are going to hold off on flooding for the time being. Like, I mean, look at how aggressively she's turning away. We need to wait for her to swing back around. It may be a good idea to hit this ship in the rear here. Who knows? Yeah, it's a little too late for Empire Robin. That's all right. Unlock her. But the next one, yeah, you. This one behind us is also a pretty darn good target. We're not picky. We're not too picky, unless there's a tanker or something really good. Does not look to be the case, though. Empire Robin served her purpose. She will be spared. One maintained. I'm thinking these 2 ships here and maybe this 3rd one back here. We'll see. Let's not get too picky, though. Keep moving in. Keep on moving in. So I have this ship locked up. She is about to cross our path and looks to be a good target. Looks like she is an Empire Explorer, 5,000 tons, not too shabby. I would like to get the distance of the target here and set range 1,600 meters. There we go. Set AOB 70 degrees port. Torpedo speed is going to be 44 knots. We are going to fire this at a fast speed. Go to the fire control boxes. Check. Transmitting. Receive gyro angle from the bow. Launch tube 1. Salvo off. Active launcher bridge. Go here. Tube 2. Flood it. Okay. Perfect. We are locked on the target. It is tracking. It should be tracking. Indeed, it is tracking. Okay. Target bearing 11 degrees. Gyro angle. Okay. It's closing. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. Let's unlock. And there we go. We'll set it up right there. Angle on bow. 80. Set. Reduce our speed slightly. Or range, excuse me. And set torpedo speed. Please. 44 knots. 44 knots. Set. 44 knots. Tube 2. We are firing tube 2. Tube 2. Selected tubes 1. Oh no. Meant to fire tube 2. Tube 2. Okay, there we go. Set. Tube 2. Los. Okay, firing a little behind where I wanted, but that's okay. Tube 2 looks like it's running hot, straight, and normal towards the target here. That was not my best attack. That was a little rushed. And she is swinging back to port, which could prove to be problematic for us here. It looks pretty good. Oh man, the speed may be a little high. Where is she?
Fehlschuss.
It's a miss. Are you serious? No, it was not a miss. It hit. The speed was slightly short, but there we go. We hit. Serious damage. That's a nice hit. That is a nice hit indeed. We could recreate that attack with a different ship, but I'm going to hold off for the time being. I could swing around as well. That ship's a little far. Yeah, let's swing around. Hard to port. Hard to port. Please, hard to port. Increase our speed here. That ship is absolutely going to sink. We're going to try to get the Empire banner here. And hopefully, our little Type 2 will be able to turn quick enough to make it happen. We are turning pretty darn hard. The Type 2 should have a good turning radius. And there we go. That ship is sinking. One going down. A couple more to go. Let's continue to swing around. Turn on a dime. Look at that. Okay, steady up. This contact is nice and close. Center our periscope. Okay, what are we working with here? It is Swedish. Well, honestly, why is it in a convoy that is protected by Allied ships? That's got to be a valid target. There's no way. Recognize it. I'm torpedoing it. Angle on bow is going to be on the starboard side now. 80 degrees starboard. Torpedo speed, let's reduce it just a little bit. This time, yeah, just a bit. We are going to fire our torpedo at 44 knots. We are going to shoot tube 1 this time around. Tube 1, go here. Tube 1, flood. 44 knots, 3.5 meters, good. Tube 1 is flooded. Angle on bow, darn near 90 degrees. Starboard, set. Range to target, let's go 700. 700. Tube 2 lost. Tube 2. There we go. Away. 40 seconds to impact is probably a little bit shorter. If we do get penalized for this, I would be shocked. Again, why is the Swedish ship sailing in an Allied convoy? I do wonder what they could be carrying. Well, let's see. 20 seconds, 10 seconds. Any second now. Come on. It may report it's a miss. They report it's a miss pretty quickly, but the time to target is based purely on the range. And I'm firing at a completely different ship than I thought. This ship is too close. Full reverse. This Swedish ship is way far out here. And that actually may miss the target. Yeah, it's possible, but slightly off. That torpedo is going to go right in front of her. Let's keep backing up. Unlock. This here is the one I was going to go for, the Empire banner. She is incredibly close. Another Empire Explorer class. Let's get the distance to target. Wow, really darn close. Come on. We got like 300 meters away. There we go. And set. 339. Okay. 339. Target speed. Well, let's adjust our torpedo speed down to 30 knots. Torpedo speed. Ship speed 7. AOB 90. Go here. We are firing tube number 3. Tube 3 ready. Flood tube 3. Tube 3 is a G7E torpedo. It can only go 40 knots. Angle on bow. It's 100 starboard. Tube 3 flooded. Tube 3. Los.
Los!
There we go. Tube 3 away. 40 seconds. 40 seconds, apparently. It is a G7E torpedo, but thankfully we put enough distance between us and the target to actually fire that torpedo off. It looks pretty darn good running towards the target. Hot sure ain't normal. I mean, this other ship was just so far away and zigzagging about. All right, let's take a look at her. 40 seconds to impact. Come on. There we go. Direct hit. Fire is broken out on the ship. Serious damage. There we go. Okay. I need you. Not on damage. Okay, secure from silent running. Secure from silent running. You, buddy. One of you. I need one of you to get in the torpedo room. I'll start moving forward. Okay, that ship's sinking. Start loading these torpedoes. Objective completed. There we go. Mission complete. Fantastic. 2 ships sunk. Unfortunately, 1 torpedo was wasted. There is a warship closing in behind us. Let's try to move in and torpedo one of these other ships. Again, they are zigzagging, which makes it incredibly difficult. Increase speed, and wow, she went down really quickly. Really, really quickly. I'd love to be able to fire off another torpedo. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm... Why are you boys not able to reload? Yeah, I'm sure. Start loading. Get that ready. I may fire off another torpedo over here. Let's see. Again, with the zigzagging, it's hard to tell. Let's look at you. What are you? Lock on it. What are you? Empire Explorer? No. Empire Tower. Yeah, that's definitely you, I'd say. 112 meters long, but with how aggressively they're zigzagging now, it may be best to disengage. I wonder where U-48 ran off to, if she's doing okay. Hope she did not sink here. Anything else? Anything else to the left that I could possibly shoot at? Corvette's closing in. The Destroyer's closing in. Oh gosh, the whole Royal Navy appears to be closing in on us. I could come back around, get that one. That's kind of a tough call. This one's a long shot. And with the zigzagging, again, really hard to pull off. All right, lock her up, continue to close in. Looks to be Canadian, possibly. Recognize the target as such. Distance to target. I may try to fire off a Neil set. 2.8. That is almost out of range of our G7E torpedoes. This Corvette is moving in fast. Really fast. I could always try to torpedo her at reduced speed. Once this torpedo is loaded... Oh gosh. Once this torpedo is loaded... We'll see what we can do with it. I am going to rig for silent running once it is indeed loaded. If this warship doesn't know where we're at and just crosses right in front of us, I am going to torpedo her. Time will tell. It's going to be pretty darn close. Let's back up just a little bit. Reverse. Oh wow, she's moving fast too. Destroyer. Go to the destroyers. Not a black swan. EF, recognize. Recognize her as such. Let's try to get her speed this way. Start. She's moving in a straight line. I bet she's moving like 17 knots here. It's going to be hard to actually establish a proper speed. There's the Aztec. Okay. Yeah, don't panic. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're okay. We're okay, boys. Everything's fine. Situation normal. I promise. Don't worry. Let's try to get this again. Start. Oh, I'm gonna blow you out of the water. Oh, maybe not. She slowed down. She slowed down pretty quickly, huh? Come left. Start moving forward. Turn towards her. Oh boy. It's probably time to submerge and get the hell out of here. Depth charges are being dropped on us. They don't seem to be too close. I can't tell if that's a depth charge way back there in the distance. Looks like they're just fishies. We're doing okay. We're okay, boys. You're okay. Those are distant. Those are really distant. Keep heading north. Keep trying to get away here. I'm surprised we were actually detected. What's our current speed? Still 2 knots. Nice and easy does it. At 122 meters. I don't want to go much deeper than this here. Yeah, big pattern. Just exploding well aft of us. Depth charges have been dropped once again. They're reporting that they're very close. However, I have not heard any rattle the boat just yet. And they've all been pretty distant above and to our starboard side. That's a very large pattern out there, but they really aren't as close as the crew is telling me. Oh, jeez, Louise. Okay, I deserved that. Damage report. Okay, I guess those are close. Damage report, we're getting shaken. All ahead full. Okay, jeez. Damage report, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay. Okay, that is close. It got a lot closer. We are moving at 3 knots here. Crew, how are you? You're okay. You're okay. That was rattled. That was just rattled. Change depth. Deeper. 130, please. 130. We need to change course. Get the heck out of here. Okay. Come left. Let's start heading northwest, please. That timing was comedic. How big is this pattern? Oh my goodness. More depth charges dropped very close. Alright, thankfully no damage was sustained. We were just rattled. That looked a lot worse than it actually was. Good job, boys. Crew's doing good. Morale's still great. Okay, dangerous depth. I need to come up. Come up to 110 now. More depth, like... Oh my goodness. Okay, let's start reducing speed again. Actually, I'll head full. All these depth charges are disturbing the water, causing issues. Who is this Vogel? What are you doing, dude? Okay. Anyway, all the depth charges should be disturbing the water, making it hard for their hydrophone operators on the surface to hear. Alright, let's reduce speed. Alright, let's just unassign some of these crew as well. Alright, keep trying to break out of here. We're coming up to 130 meters. Just so, or 110 meters, just so we reduce the possibility of our boat getting crushed like an egg. Once again, depth charges are being dropped on us. We are speeding away at 3 knots, away from their path, hopefully. They are dropping aft of us once again, which is good. They sound distant, but obviously I fell for that once before. They could be a lot closer than I think. Boat's creaking and groaning here. We're at around 115 meters here. Crew's doing good. More depth charges very close. Keep moving. it's hard to distinguish the propeller noises when there's so many ships up above us. It kind of sounds like she's off to the east. I'm just perusing the kitchen. My eyes gravitated towards the cheese and bread there. Good distraction from the depth charges, I suppose. We're very lucky. There was no damage sustained there. We're going to keep crawling away. As a matter of fact, I would like to reduce speed now. Keep moving away. More depth charges very close. That's what I keep being told. I can see the depth charge effects look awesome in this game, by the way. Just the way the water illuminates, but we're still just moving away. I don't think they're that close. Let's see, stress and strain. Okay, they're stressed out because, you know, they're being hunted. That is fair. This is a very stressful situation. Schwartz, what are you doing, buddy? Don't do that. Alright. Take a look at the map. I mean, we're moving away. There's more hydrophone contacts way out here. A working ship propeller, just a single ship way up there. Not too interested in that right now. Right now, we are trying to escape, and I think we're doing a pretty darn good job of it. Seems like a lot of the warships are behind us. We can turn north again. You can see the depth charges have kind of stopped, so we can actually hear something now. Alright, let's keep turning away and keep moving, keep zigzagging. Great news, folks. It's now 10:30 in the morning, and it looks like U-137 has escaped the depth charge bombardment. That close shave we had was the only close shave. We were not depth charged more than that, and we have now broken contact with the convoy if we look at the map. We are going to come up. Let's come up to periscope depth now, just to reduce some strain on the hull, and I also want to take a look. We should be able to actually surface the boat now as well, which is good. I'll give it a little bit of time compression here, and there we go, we're at PD. Some wreckage. Let's take a look through the periscope. Up scope. Can't tell, I think the weather's gotten a little better here. Do a quick scan, make sure there's no warships around us. Yeah, there's a convoy sailing off in the distance. Nothing super close to us though. We have escaped. Fantastic. Well, wow. What an exciting mission. What an exciting patrol. We still have one torpedo or two torpedoes. Oh wow, we have two torpedoes to play around with. So perfect. We will stay out at sea for a while. We did sink quite a few ships though. We have lots of radio messages to shoot off to BDU, which I will do once we hit the surface. Well, folks, that is going to do it for today's video. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I'll see you all on the next one.